Aloha. Today we're going to talk about your neck. A lot of people's been messaging me to see if I could do a video on neck pain. You see, lower back pain has always been there. 80% of people complain about lower back pain, but because of today's lifestyle, neck and shoulder pain is also climbing up, and it's pretty much head to head with the common complaint of lower back pain. So let's learn a little bit about your neck and how to alleviate it. First of all, you got to be aware of your posture and alignment. We're just constantly looking down or looking forward, and our neck is out of alignment. So our head needs to be sitting on top of the shoulder. If not, we're looking down or we're looking forward. That's a lot of pressure on the spine and all the muscle that's attached to the spine. You see, your head weighs about 8 to 10 pounds. So for every inch that your head is out of alignment, that's double amount of weight on your spine. And if my head is just constantly drooping down and doing this, that could be as much as 40 to 50 pounds on my spine every day, a couple hours a day. It adds up. Most people are more than a couple hours a day. So awareness is the key of constantly keep your head back. No, your body tells you there's this little tingling, numbing, achy feeling. That's your body way telling you get out of that positioning so you can get blood flow on those tissue and get the tissue back into its proper position. Now, once you already have the discomfort, we need to undo those damages by doing maintenance work to clean out the tissue, to hydrate the tissue so the tissue can contract well again. The reason you're in pain is because the muscle's not contracting well. It's dried up. Okay, so here's what you do. You increase blood flow. Naturally, intuitively, you probably are doing that. You're rubbing it, you're massaging it, and that's helping a little, but what you need to do to alleviate it is to go a little deeper, okay? By dragging the tissue and pressing into those tissue. And depend on your level of dryness and misalignment, you might have to go a little deeper with faucet treatment. But here is something you can do on your own to alleviate 25 to 50% of your discomfort. You use your fingertips and you drag the tissue. You grab from the back of the neck because the muscles of the neck is attached to the base of the skull, and down the side of the neck and into your clavicle, these collarbone. So you want to rub the base of your head where the attachment of the muscle is, the origin of the muscle, and it might be tender, and you can stay there for a little while and just rub the area. Use the opposite hand, okay? And then from there, start dragging the tissue. Use your fingertips and drag the tissue down that collarbone and get it nice and warm. And if you have a hard time, you might need 2 hands to assist it. And you can see right now, just by doing that little bit, my neck is getting nice and pink. And if you want to add a little bit more, you turn your head as you drag it down, creating that shearing movement of the tissue, separating the tissue, because it's been just stuck and matted up in one position. And then you can also pinch and pull. And if it's really tender, you need to just back off and don't go as hard. You got to work your way. It takes time for the tissue to hydrate. And for some people who can tolerate it, you might even need to lie on a tennis ball, which I'm going to go into on our next video. I don't want to make these videos too long. Okay, so just by doing that little bit there and then rubbing the collarbone where the muscles attach, and just notice how much better you feel. It should feel lighter, looser, more natural, more fluid movement. But when muscles are shut down, it feels stuck and restricted and painful. Okay, and now try the other side. Remember, massage the base of the skull, and you could spend a good, if you're in a lot of pain, you might have to spend 2 to 3 minutes just on this spot rubbing it, and then maybe another 2 to 3 minutes dragging the tissue and rotating your neck. And you know when you're doing it right, it just feels good. So when it doesn't feel good, you need to back off. It's just too intense for you right now, and you need to slowly work your way, baby step, to the point where you can really drag the tissue and pinch the tissue and pull on the tissue and rub on the tissue. The more shut down the muscle, the more drier it is, the more sensitive it's going to be. Okay? So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. And if you need more personal assistant in coaching you because you're having a lot of discomfort, it might be coming from somewhere else. It might be coming from your traps or your mid back. We need to address that. Feel free to go to my website, journeytofitness.com, to set up a free consultation. Till next time, aloha.